Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd and 9, Locke letting one fly deep for Coop. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
59 mark, 81. Hey, watch the slip.
Throwing is Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the pass. Check 50. Mike is 59.
Now Wentz on third down. Buying time to his left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
And incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Bengals.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
From just shy of midfield, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
A gain of 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. Wentz. Being chased out left. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
8-yard line.
Check three. Great.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
Here's Wentz to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw in his lock.
At the 29.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for O.J. Howard.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
5-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Freeman again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 47-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Devontae Freeman on the handle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the ball carrier brought down at the 48-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Wentz now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Stephon Gilmore.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Singletary, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now Locke on the bootleg. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. Caught on the slant. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go right back to Singletary. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Locke. Hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15.
The 15-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Locke going to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
On the keeper.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Wentz going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing Fourth down.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Sunday.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a fourth down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. 59.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not, you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now for the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw again on second down. Block. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down.
Lock to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Second and 2. To throw is Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Lock pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on